Hi, this is Rushi at Room 89 and tonight we're going to Fuzzland. The pedal we're going to look at today is the S-Effects TYK, which stands for the Yellow King, I guess. It's a 2-knob, 1-switch device with a great artwork. I'm going to show you the inside. It looks great. It has a self-made PCB in it and it's decorated with a sticker with the artwork. It's just great. And I've asked Stefano, the creator of that pedal, about it. He told me it's basically his own design. It started off as some kind of Electra distortion. It's not anymore by any means. It has 2 knobs, the input gain and or the input volume and the gain, and 1 switch that kind of changes the whole characteristics. If the switch is down, it's basically an overdrive up to mild distortion. If the switch is up, it's fuzzy, maybe with some octave up effects, heavy, distorting, weird sounding stuff. To actually get this one to work properly, you have to turn up the input volume to the maximum and then play with the gain. I didn't do so first. The packaging was damaged when it arrived here and I thought maybe the pedal was too, because I wasn't that satisfied with it. But then he told me to just turn up the input gain and let the pedal do its job properly. So, about my setup tonight. It's still the same guitar I've used for all the videos. It has a lace deathbucker in it because I think it's great to check it out with like a humbucker that hasn't too much character but a lot of definition. And also there's a bare knuckle old guard in the neck position, which is like a really glassy single coil, which works great with fuzzes. I will use my Orange Rocker 15, both on the clean and dirt channel, and I've also wired up some weird switching situation, because from now on, if I'm testing distortions and fuzzes and so on, I want you to know how it would sound with transistor amps and not only tube amps. So I've wired up a little test board with the distortion, overdrive, fuzz, whatever in front. Then there's the key and gate on it, and the one control wide loop that switches between the original preamp from the amp I'm using and the AMT M2, which is a transistor preamp based on the Marshall JCM 800. It's really great, by the way. So I'm gonna start with the clean channel on the Orange and show you how the pedal behaves for a bit. Then I'll switch onto the drive channel and then we'll look into the whole transistor versus tube thing. And I think that will give you a good overview of what this pedal can do. All right, so this is the natural channel. And yeah, it's already distorting a bit because the pickup's quite hot and also it's an Orange, so no clean on there. I'm gonna switch on the TYK with input volume at maximum and input gain on minimum, and we'll see what it does. We'll turn it up. Right, so we're already getting into some really fuzzy territory. I'm gonna switch the switch and we'll have a look at the other side of it. Okay, so that sounds like I should really switch to the single coil. That sounds pretty fucked up, like there's a staff effect on it or something like that. Pretty distorted fuzz sound, I'd say. Okay, so now we're gonna boost the dirt channel of the orange with the TYK. That's without it. I say it works. It's a doomy, fuzzy overdrive. It's not meant to be like a tight tube screamer, like low cut, mid boost, genty overdrive. That's not what it does. You don't buy a pedal that looks like this and you think you've got a tube screamer. So let's switch to the weird side of it and check it into the driven channel. I guess that's pretty great for some stoner, sludge, doom, whatever. It just works like that. So, right on to the transistor versus tube face-to-face challenge. The bonus of using the one control wide loop like I do now is that I can show you how the pedal sounds into the power amp without any preamp engaged, and then switch on the different preamps, so you'll just have the difference of the preamp, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, your problem. So that's the drive into the power amp. Then into the orange. And into the AMT M2. Not that big of a difference, right? So this is the AMT without anything in front of it. And with the TYK engaged. And now the orange. So, I'm pretty cool with what it does. Looks like I'm into fuzzes now. I used to have some muff style pedals and I couldn't get right into them. But I've learned that fuzz and muff is vastly different, and the muff is basically a distortion. So that makes sense, as there's only a few actual distortion pedals I like, basically the HM2 and anything adjacent to the Brutalist. I have yet to find anything else that is a distortion pedal and cool. Okay, so maybe the red is a distortion. Yeah, that one's cool too. But modern distortion pedals are usually not for me. So, even though this one is meant to be based on a distortion pedal, it's obviously not. It's more of an overdrive or a fuzzy distortion, fuzz distortion, I don't know. It's great. I got mine directly from the creator of it. I'll link you to the Facebook page and maybe you can get one too. Anyhow, I know I haven't been putting out content as much as I promised, but I'm moving with my family and that's more important than gear. That's what I tell my wife. See you.